Okay. So I've been sitting back looking at this story, listening to it, and before I said anything, just trying to get an understanding. You know what I'm saying? So, 7 kids, 7 baby mamas. He told he didn't want the kids. He's not paying shit. And another part of the story is how he's able to get away with that is these women don't know his name. And everybody saying he's wrong. And I would have to agree, he's wrong. But he's allowed to be wrong. And I see women all in the uproar about him, where those women are dumb or this, that, or whatever. But let's be clear. These women that he done had sex with is not the only women that then hooked up with some dude, went to a hotel, fucked him, and don't know his name. And that's where I came to the realization of that. And then they kept the babies. This is why we failing as a community. And then the person that's supposed to be accountable, you can't tell them that they're accountable because then you bash them. But them a lot of choices. Like the same way men control access to money or protection or all of the things they say we control completely, but we don't. Women control access to babies and that pussy. And if you don't value your reproductive organs or the life that may come from it, how can you expect these guys to? And then when you show that much of a devaluation of yourself to where you in a hotel with a dude and you don't even know his first name or where he work at or where he from, that's kind of deep. That say more about the women than it do him. We already know slime bags like that exist on the male side. We've been hearing about it our whole life. I can't even hate him. But what about them though? And you talking about 7 of them. But it was more that got pregnant and just said the hell with it. And this is what I be talking about to some of us other fellas. Like a lot of us be wifing up some of these ladies that be doing this. And that adds to the devaluation of us and who we are and what we should be doing and how we should be doing it. By all means, if you want to have sex, I mean, I can't hate you. But at what cost is we doing this? We got a whole lot to say about polygamy. We got a whole lot to say about cheating. We got a whole lot to say about everything except for self-worth. And I'm pretty sure all these women he done did this with are not bum bitches. I'm pretty sure one of my women or two done probably did this with a nigga and had to take a morning after pill or whatever the hell. I'm absolutely sure. And this is like when people talk about getting and being married and shit like that. Like, this is what makes that hard. Like, if you wasn't thinking about being a wife before the opportunity to be a wife came along and making decisions along that way, then becoming a wife is going to be kind of difficult. Unless you just got a game on you. And then that boils down to, can you stay a wife? But ain't no difference than a man having value. A man has to see himself as something when he's a young boy for him to be valued as something when he becomes a grown man. I don't understand why women don't feel that they have to do the same. And this shit is kind of embarrassing because, well, it's embarrassing because it's embarrassing. I guess that's all I can really even say about that shit. It's always us on the front page with the malarkey. And then how women trying to justify it and make it a just blame him issue makes it even more embarrassing, man. If women were more accountable, the world would change overnight. If women manage their poom pooms a little bit better, the world would change overnight. If women just did a couple of things, especially within our community, because the woman runs everything pretty much. And whatever she don't run, she gonna use her anger, temper tantrum, and the white man behind her to control. So, we all gotta be real about what we asking for when that package show up at the door. And that's all I'm saying, bro. I'm Juan-O, and we out this bitch.